Is baseball boring?
First, before we get into the content, folks, we'd like to encourage you to join the conversation in the comments down below. While you're down there, consider subscribing to Major League DNA and make sure you smash that like button for your boy AJ right over there.
Do it.
Okay, AJ, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Major League Baseball. Oh, by the way, folks, if you're watching this on our live stream, please jump in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. We want to hear from you in regards to everything we're talking about today. Since we're talking Major League Baseball, we have a couple of subjects we want to hit in baseball, and we'd love to hear your take on it. The first one is my favorite topic. Whenever I tell people I'm a baseball fan, I always hear the same arguments, AJ.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I always hear this argument like, oh, baseball's boring. Baseball sucks. It's not fun. It's so slow. There's nothing going on. Did you know, AJ, in a full NFL game, in the 2.5 hours of an NFL game, did you know there's only 11 to 18 minutes of actual gameplay?
Absolutely.
In an entire NFL game.
Yeah.
And so I don't understand why they say baseball is slow and boring when even in an NFL game, you're only getting up, at the latest 11 minutes of action versus 18 minutes of action, and we hear this all the time, oh, there's a 162 game season. There's too much downtime in between pitches, too much downtime between, innings, it's just too complex. It's too difficult, and it's really hard for casual fans to kind of get involved with the game. What I want to do is I want to talk about this subject today because I think now's a great time to talk about it.
Oh, it absolutely is. Especially because baseball is one of the few sports that's actually consecutively growing.
Okay. On your line, man. Let's hear it.
Yeah. I mean, baseball over the last few years have implemented quite a few rule changes specifically to increase viewer engagement. One of the first big ones was obviously the pitch timer. They did this to drastically reduce the dead time between pitches going in and ultimately their goal was to have faster baseball games. The whole reason they put a pitch clock in was because they said the games were too long. They were just over 2 hours and 50 minutes. They've got them down to like 2 hours and 38 minutes now.
Oh, probably less than that.
Yeah. I mean, so the average baseball game by implementing this pitch timer accomplished exactly what they were looking for. They saw that there was an issue with, defensive issues, right? People want to see the ball put into play and runs being scored. Really tough to do that when you have as much tape as you do on Major League Baseball players now. You can put an infield shift in, and these guys hit to the same spot. Major League Baseball stepped in, said, "Hey, this is not going to work. Like we're seeing on base percentages fall. We're going to put a shift restriction in, make sure that infielders have to stay on, A, the infield dirt, and B, on your side of second base." And this whole thing was put in place. You still see shifts within the rule now, but it encourages players to hit the ball hard and, put it in a hole traditionally. And that's exactly the way you want to see it, right? They made a great rule change to make it look like a baseball game because it was really weird before the shift rules came out when you got, everybody's on one side of the infield. You're like, what are we doing here? It didn't even look like baseball anymore. So, they increased the base size up to 18 inches. It reduced a little bit of distance between the bases. And
what happened the first year that they...
And the first year they do it, it drastically increases stolen bases.
Well, what's our motto when it comes to Major League Baseball?
Stolen bases equals MVP.
And what happened in the first year they extended bases?
They had, two players with...
No, Ronald Acuna.
Oh, Ronald Acuna, yeah.
Yeah, got the MVP for stealing 70 bags in one season.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
And it's all because they were bigger.
Yeah, well, no.
It's because he's wicked fast.
He's wicked fast.
Yeah.
He's that good. He's just like, oh, the bases are bigger. I can see a second.
But also, in that same season, they implemented the pickoff limit, didn't they?
Yes. So you can only throw over to first.
2 disengagements per plate appearance.
If you throw over a third time, you don't get them. They automatically get second.
They get second, exactly. So, that surge in stolen bases is what makes baseball fun. That's what people want to see. Like when I watch baseball, and I loved baseball growing up. I got disengaged for a few years. I love watching baseball again. But what you want to see is stolen bases. And I like watching pitchers throw back to first, especially now knowing, okay, they've only got 2. So it's like a chess game now. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I can throw over once on this hitter, but once the next guy comes up, I might have one more if he's still there.
Or if they step off,
yeah,
that counts as a
that
disengagement.
counts as a disengagement. Absolutely.
So the runner can now see
exactly. It's all chess game, man. I just love it. You know, I mean, baseball's done such a great job, you know, with the rule changes. Obviously, this year they introduced the ABS challenge system,
which has been so much fun.
It's been so much fun, and the thing is these. I feel like it's drastically changed the way that umpires are calling games.
Oh yeah,
like those calls. I mean, there's a few. You know, we talked about it last
week's episode.
Yeah, CB Buckner obviously has missed quite a few, and some of those were really bad. But for the most part, like when you're watching these games, you're seeing umpires call a much tighter game. They're not missing calls by 2-3 inches. I mean, does it take some of the glam out of the game, right? Like great pitchers get better call, you know, get a few more calls, that kind of stuff. Yes, but it does stay true to what baseball is. Right. The ball's got to go over the damn plate. And that's how it should be. Right. And players are trained their whole lives to recognize the ball going over the plate. And you see it because hitters, when a hitter calls a challenge, that's my favorite thing. It's like, this guy knew.
And when it's like strike 3.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, nope.
That was too low.
Yeah.
And then you see it missed by 0.2 of an inch and you're like, damn, these guys are good.
Yeah. Well, that's what I love about that one is that, you know, there's always this talk about how the NBA, in the Major League Baseball, the umpires are trying to be the story, right? They're trying to be like, people are like, they're trying to insert themselves as being part of the game. Well, guess what? Now you are.
Yeah.
So if you make a bad call, anybody can challenge it. You know, anybody like this, like pitcher, catcher, hitter, anybody who doesn't believe with you can challenge it. And then you're going to either A, look like a brilliant person, or B, look like an idiot. And so
you got
congratulations,
your chance.
you got your chance to be part of the game.
chance. Yeah, absolutely.
And I love it. I love that the umpires now are clapping back too. Did you hear this story?
No.
Oh, it's so good. Like the pitcher threw a ball and he called it a ball, but it was close enough that he thought the pitcher thought it was a strike. And so he's like chirping back. He's like, "Oh, come on, man. That was blah, blah, blah." And so the guy takes off his Mac and says, "You have another challenge? You want to challenge it?" You know, even though the 2 seconds are gone, he's like, "You guys want to challenge? You want to challenge it?" You know, just immediately just like saying, "Hey, you don't like my call, challenge it."
Yeah.
You know, and I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Gives a chance to the umpires to clap back at a pitcher who's just being ornery and just being a whiny little you-know-what. Like, if you made your better pitch, he would probably call it or he would swing at it. So I don't know. It gives that umpire that chance to really, you want to be part of the story? Guess what? Now you are.
Yep, absolutely.
Enjoy.
I think one of the other rules that I really like they put in is the permanent extra runner inning, the permanent extra inning runner.
The ghost runner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, placing that runner on second to start the 10th inning is now permanent. This is such a great move by Major League Baseball to continue to drive down game times where people were, you know, like that's the problem with baseball is it can get a little tedious, right? Like you get into the 9th inning, if you've got 2 pitchers that just threw shutouts for 7-8 innings, you haven't seen any offense. It's like, hey, we got a base runner now. It motivates the players to get a hit. It motivates guys to just, hey, try to pop it up. Like let's play some
small ball,
some small ball, some some strategy baseball, because we can win this thing right here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or if you go out and get a good stop, like, hey, we can win. Like we got 2 fly balls and that thing's in.
Yeah.
So I love it, dude. Major League Baseball has just done such a great job, and like I said at the beginning, 2025 marked 3 consecutive years of attendance growth, over 71.4 million fans for the first time since 2007. And this growth is propelled by the faster pace of play. Like people are on note saying that they like baseball now because the game's not 4 hours long. Yeah. Like it's great. I mean, and MLB did a great job partnering with, you know, social media people like John Boy that brings in the younger demographics. Kids like watching that. You know, they like seeing what players are saying on the field. MLB.TV streaming is up 27%. Like MLB has done such a good job growing their platform across all social media. They're making baseball available to more people, and you're seeing it in every single thing. And it's just a beautiful thing, man. Baseball is just so much fun to watch.
Did a great job of turning it around. I'm not arguing that the fact that that if you were not a baseball fan or you're not a fan of the team, it was really hard to watch a random game on Tuesday with 2 teams you don't know anything about.
Yeah, absolutely.
I understand that 100%.
Yeah.
For a casual fan, that would have been absolutely insane. Unless you were going in with there like, oh, I'd like to see this pitcher.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to see what this team does with this kind of pitcher. You know, that you would have no interest on a random Tuesday game. 100% agree with
not
that.
at all.
But one thing I love about this, and one of the things that I saw a stat on the other day, is that the World Baseball Classic, which is an exhibition tournament, it's not Major League Baseball.
Does qualify for the Olympics.
Does qualify for the Olympics, true, which we didn't have last year.
Correct.
Which we are going to have now. But since 2023, the original that World Baseball Classic, the attendance has the interest in baseball has slowly kept up year after year after year.
Yeah.
And I think what's really interesting is that this
speaks volumes.
Yeah. And this Venezuela versus U.S. game exhibition tournament had more viewers domestically than any game in the NBA Finals. Pick any one.
I totally believe it.
So the fact that we're seeing that much from that, and obviously last year's World Series broke records, going 7 games, 1 game, 18 inning games.
18 innings.
You literally had 8 games that season, and it ended in extra innings in a game 7. And then the year before that, you had Dodgers, Yankees.
I was at the Utes game, at the Utes football game when the Dodgers won the World Series, and the game had just stopped, and they announced it over the intercom.
Oh my gosh! Seriously?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, so now that it's all said, right? Let me get into my take on when it comes to this argument of baseball sucks, baseball's slow. It's boring. Baseball is not boring. It has never been boring, and it will never be boring. Your life is boring. Your life sucks.
Mine?
If you think baseball is boring, if you think the game is too slow, then your life sucks. Your life is boring. I'm going to put it to you that way. And the reason why I say this, and I'm saying to it honestly, everybody now has a hyperfixation on a dopamine hit on 10-second, 30-second swipes ups. Any second you have a chance to be bored, you are looking for a random dopamine hit, random engagement.
Yeah.
There is no time for you just to sit on a bench and have a conversation with somebody nowadays. This very much sounds like old man get off my lawn type stuff, and I 100% agree that I'm saying that. But this is the point. If you are home in the summer, there's nothing better than grilling outside, and you have the baseball game in the background. You don't have to be glued to every single pitch and every single inning.
Yeah.
You're not. You have the game on the background. You're going about your day. You're doing things you want to do. You hear the crowd go nuts.
Crack.
You hear the crack. You're like, what happened? That is baseball. You go to a baseball game. You spend a couple hours with somebody you want to hang out with. You have a conversation. You can't exactly have a conversation in an NBA game.
No.
Too loud.
No.
NFL games.
This is such a great take. And it's funny because I didn't realize this is where you were going with this, but you're absolutely right, dude.
It is not baseball that has sucked.
Yeah.
It is society and life in general that has gotten too hyper-focused, too hyper now, quick. This was America's pastime when we actually had time that could pass. We just don't have it anymore. Everything has to be now. Every second has to be monetized or maximized. And we're in a situation now where no one can just sit and relax and enjoy a couple hours on a lazy Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what baseball does. The second you understand that that's what it's there for, it's therapy. It lets you relax. It lets you stare at a big, beautiful field and watch a bunch of, overpaid people play a kid's game and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's my take on it. Baseball's not boring. Just life in general has gotten too chaotic that
you're boring.
Exactly. I want to know what your thoughts are, folks. Let us know in the comments down below. We do have a couple of comments here from Greg Hawkins, channel legend. Baseball rocks. I cannot agree more. Did you see the Cubs game where the guy who lost his pants in the Cubs game? Yeah.
I did not see it.
Oh my gosh, it was pretty good. It was yeah. Anyway, we'll get into that. We probably should cover that one on a future episode. It'd be pretty interesting. Part of what makes baseball great is the build-up. Exactly. I just, it's just fun sport to enjoy life with. And if you're trying to stop life to enjoy a baseball game, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
So
yeah. The best part is you can enjoy life while watching a baseball game.
Yeah. You don't even have to be in the same room. You have it up loud enough and be like, crack. Like, oh, what happened? Love it. Absolutely love it. So we actually did have a rematch of the World Series this weekend.
Yeah.
Or sorry, this week. Starting off this week on Monday. I don't know if you had a chance to watch any of these games, AJ. Did you get a chance to watch any of them?
I sure did.
Okay. So
I watched one.
The first one or game 2?
I watched the 14-2 ass whipping.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and break that one down for us?
Okay. Yeah. Did I mention 14-2 ass whipping?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, the offense for the Dodgers just absolutely exploded. I mean, Teoscar Hernandez, Freddie Freeman, both hit two-run home runs. Dalton Rushing hit 2 home runs. Shohei Ohtani added a solo home run. The Dodgers racked up like 17 hits and ended up winning their 4th straight game. Max Scherzer, who was there, I mean, he was out after he was there for 2 innings and then came out. So the Blue Jays aren't looking great. They've now lost 5 straight games. I mean, they came out of the gate looking pretty good. This was it looked like it was going to be a pretty great, like a pretty great series to be a part of and to watch. But I mean, their offense is really struggling. Their defense hasn't been great. Their pitcher's struggling. Like they're just struggling to put it together in that first game, at least.
Yeah. In game 2, Dodgers win that one, 4-1. Again, I think they have PTSD there when they know that Yamamoto's pitching. 6 strong innings, 1 run allowed. Shohei Ohtani extended his on-base streak, 42 games plus, by the way. Again, contributing offensively, the Dodgers played a very clean and controlled baseball game. The Blue Jays were very sloppy, made 2 errors on 1 play. Basically just kind of exactly reaffirming how the Dodgers won the World Series last year. Everybody's like, oh, the Dodgers, lucked out on the World Series. Like, did the Dodgers luck out, or did just the Blue Jays blow it? And the Blue Jays blow it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and that's coming from a Dodgers fan.
Yeah. Perfectly coming from, you had bases loaded, no outs, and Alex Vesia got out of that game perfectly clean. Struck out 1, fly out, ground out, So, again, Blue Jays offense just continues to struggle. Again, at the time of the 3rd win for the Dodgers, the 2nd game win for the Dodgers, that was, 7 straight losses for the Blue Jays. And what's more insulting, AJ, adding insult to injury, is guess who they got swept by before they played the Dodgers?
Who?
Chicago White Sox.
Oh,
one of the
no.
worst teams in baseball.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so they came in, but thankfully for the Blue Jays fans out there, they saved face and won the last game 4-3. The Dodgers led late 3-1. The Blue Jays rallied in the 7th and 8th, getting key hits from George Springer and Dalton Varsho. Basically, it's more of like there's a throwing error by Will Smith on a go-ahead run. This was more about the Dodgers faltering and blowing a lead than it is the Blue Jays actually winning a game. Shohei Ohtani did pitch well, 6 innings, minimal damage. But I think the Toronto, just got some good hits when they needed to, and the Dodgers bullpen kind of failed them on this one. Perfectly okay, I guess. We still got the series win. Didn't sweep the Blue Jays, and hopefully the Blue Jays can rally behind this and actually do something the rest of the year. But yeah, it was a good like World Series, what's the word I'm looking for? World Series rematch.
Yeah.
Because it kind of really just like, okay, the 14-1, the 14-17, whatever ass whooping that you were talking about really kind of settled the flames of like, oh, the better team, right? The better team lost the World Series. Well, in this series, in this first rematch series from the 2 teams, like you can clearly see who's the better team in baseball.
I mean, you can't argue it.
We got a comment here from Greg Hawkins. No one's saying the Dodgers lucked out. Everyone had the Dodgers winning it before the season started.
That is a good point.
Yes, but if you watched baseball, you watched Dodger games, you saw how unlikely that didn't seem to be possible. Like it took the Phillies bullpen decide to throw home instead of throwing to first for the Dodgers to get out of the NLDS.
Yeah.
So it wasn't exactly as clean as you'd think. When it came to that, like there's a few other things in there that were kind of interesting, but the Dodgers definitely made the right plays they needed to win it. Yeah, if you just looked at the numbers, saw the Dodgers payroll and the rest of baseball, and saw they won the World Series, it's easy to see how like, oh yeah, of course they won. But if you actually watch the season unfold, you saw where the Dodgers didn't have the best record in baseball, not even close. The Brewers did, of all teams, and they just didn't look as polished as they did until the playoffs started, and then they really kind of jumped in there for sure. But yeah, anyway, we just wanted to touch base on that. Before we move on, there is one more thing I wanted to talk about, which was the MLB Power Rankings. There's some changes on this, AJ.
There is. Some pleasant changes.
Yes. Yes. I like it here. So, okay, let's first again start with the power rankings. Let's start from the top, work our way down. The Dodgers are first. Okay, moving on. We got the Yankees there that actually moved up to the number 2 spot.
From 4.
Yeah, which is a nice little jump. Best pitching in baseball, only allowing 8 runs in their first 7 games. Name the other team that did that, by the way.
The Braves.
In 1993.
Perfect.
Nice. Glavine, Schmaltz.
I probably watched some of those ones.
Yeah, exactly. Giants also did in 02, but no one cares about the Giants.
No.
But yeah, the Brewers actually, they jumped up to number 3, which is a pretty big jump.
But I mean, the winning 7 of your first 9 games always helps.
Yeah. I mean, surprise, surprise, this team trades away their best starting pitcher, their best arm, and they somehow are still leading their division and have one of the best records in baseball.
Yeah.
Correct me if I haven't said that the last 2 years in a row. But more interesting, like a bullet, up from 13th. Who is number 4?
That'd be the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, man.
Dun, dun, dun.
Showing, man, even though they're all banged up, they're still a great team, man. How are they doing this?
They're doing it with great pitching, as surprisingly as that is. First,
Really?
Spencer Strider and Schwellenbach to be out. You'd think, oh, man, this Braves team's in trouble. Chris Sale got into some trouble the other day. He gave up, did you see the Chris Sale situation?
Yes.
Yeah, hit a player, walked a player. He was just struggling. He was just off, and it was crazy because the game before that he pitched in, he was sick, and I think he shut out through 6 innings. He just had a bad game. But the Braves bullpen is, I think, the best in MLB right now. I don't know I think they're allowing .97 ERA. They've given up 1 run in 14 innings or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, the bullpen looks great. Drake Baldwin is just an absolute stud. I mean, he's either out there catching or DHing. I think he's leading the team in ERA right now. The Braves are tied for first in Major League Baseball with run differential with a +34. Guess who the other team is?
The Dodgers.
Boom.
17-2 does that.
Yeah, the Braves had an 18-1 game.
Yes, and I loved how that the broadcasters were getting a little anxious to get out of there. The position pitcher threw a ball that was clearly a ball. And even the broadcasters that's a ball. It's clearly a ball, but come on, man, it's 17-1. Let's get out of here. Even with the broadcasters.
I just love that the Braves were still hitting.
Yeah, I love it.
Still
dude.
racking him.
The unwritten rules in baseball are gone now, man. You put a position player in there, the players are just
game
cool,
on.
We're swinging. We're done. If
you're
going
to throw me a 55-mile-an-hour fastball, I'm going to hit it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, as far as other jumps in here, I think the Blue Jays falling from 2nd to 6th is, when you lose 7 straight games, that happens. The Astros jumped 10 spots, man, holding on. Yeah. Even though all their best players either sign elsewhere or they're getting old and try to play left field. But man, Yordan Alvarez, man, if it wasn't for the fact that Judge was in the American League, we're looking at somebody who's a potential MVP candidate.
Yeah. Yeah. Just playing great baseball.
Holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow. The Phillies are down 2 spots, just consistently not being able to put offense together. Did you see that Painter's guy's debut?
Yeah, he was the rookie, right?
Yeah. A rookie pitcher named Painter. You cannot make this stuff up, guys. This is baseball. This is why it's so poetic and so beautiful. A pitcher named Painter had a debut, 5 innings pitched, 8 Ks.
It reminds me of the picture I sent you with Greg Maddux. I asked Greg Maddux to paint my house. He just hit all the edges.
Oh, man. That's great. That's great. I love it. But yeah, so not really a huge bunch of change there. But there's one more thing we want to hit before we get out of here. And that is a former Salt Lake Bee, man.
Yeah.
Having one of the best historical defensive performances in baseball history, according to most. And I'd have to agree with this just simply because of like I said, context matters. The reason why Shohei Ohtani, I think, had the best offensive performance ever made is because the context matter.
Yeah.
This is exactly the same on the defensive side of why context matter. You want to run this?
Yeah. I mean, Joe Adell's defensive performance versus the Mariners the other night was just, it's great because it was a culmination of really hard work. This guy wasn't a defensive star early in his career and had really struggled.
That's why he spent so much time with the Bees.
Yeah. It was purely based on his defensive performance, but he did become a Gold Glove finalist in 2024. So he has been, growing steadily. But he's just continued to make adjustments. The 3 home run robberies in this one game,
You will never see that again.
This is a feat that hasn't been seen since they started tracking it in 2004.
Oh, you'll never see it again, ever.
I mean, and these aren't like close home runs. These are all great plays.
Especially the third one.
The third one where he falls over the fence to catch it and stands up in the stands.
Yeah.
To show that he caught it. I mean, that's craziness.
The fact that he had his legs still in play when he reached all the way out there to get it.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first one in the first inning was against Cal Raleigh, right? Solo home run early in the game, keep the game scoreless. Again in the 8th inning against Josh Naylor, he was basically kind of the same thing. The first two were kind of just up against the wall where he jumped up and caught it over the big part of the wall. But it's that 9th inning one against J.P. Crawford when they had a 1-run lead.
Yeah.
And if that ball went out, the game's tied.
Yeah.
And he just
game changer, man.
Yeah, just leaned over.
Absolute game changer.
All preserved the shutout with the Angels likely to lose if they were, because again, home team.
I think they call that a pitcher's best friend. I'm just making that up, but you know what I mean? Like if you got a guy that's robbing 3 home runs, you're as a pitcher, you're like, thank you. You are saving my ERA every single time I throw a bad pitch.
There is something called a pitcher's best friend, and it's a ground ball.
Oh, well, yeah, that is a
pitcher's best friend.
Okay, fair enough. You win.
But yeah, I would agree with you that I would trump it if you could ever get one of those. Yeah, but again, this is one of those performances, guys, you'll never see again. Something like that. I mean, one player, like they literally had it on the board for the next game.
Yeah.
The Seattle Mariners, don't hit it to Joseph. They literally put it on the board.
Don't hit it anywhere near him.
Yeah. So that's crazy, man. To preserve the shutout. First time, like you mentioned, that they started tracking this. But I would really like to see anybody who could show me that there's a game where someone did that already.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just insane. One of the greatest ones I think I've ever seen, and I don't think anybody's ever going to see it another one ever again.
Yeah. How about that Reynaldo Lopez and Jorge Soler fight?
Oh my gosh.
Did you see it?
Yes, I did.
I was watching the game live.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I was watching. I was like, what is happening? Because the camera wasn't on it.
No, they went to the replay to show the tag out at second.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they click back and Soler's over there trying to punch
UFC
Lopez, which is crazy. Soler played for the Braves last year.
Oh, yeah, he's done it twice. He was a Braves World Series hero.
Yeah.
That one year.
Yeah, but he was playing with Reynaldo Lopez last year.
Yeah.
And, Lopez hit him earlier in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then he threw one high and tight, and obviously Soler wasn't super ecstatic about that.
No.
But he just sat there and stared at him. It was funny because I was trying to see the John Boy because he broke it down.
Yeah.
I didn't see what he said.
Yeah. So it's hard to see what he said because the camera angle wasn't there.
Yeah. Plus he was probably speaking Spanish too.
Yeah, probably. They both speak Spanish, so that makes sense. But the thing is that the stare down that Jorge Soler had against the Lopez pitcher.
Yeah.
During the whole challenge, he didn't move. He stayed exactly
in
where
the
he was,
box,
in the box, bat ready, and just stared him down the whole time.
Yeah.
During the whole replay.
Yeah. Lopez didn't like that.
No, he didn't. A few things I want to comment on this one. One, dude, what's wrong with your catcher?
I think it was Heim catching when that happened. Yeah.
Yeah. This guy let Jorge Soler take like 4 or 5 steps to the mound before he even got up to get in front of the guy. Like he just kind of standing there like, what? Dude, normally when that kind of thing happens, they go, what? And he takes one step.
There's a catcher. Yeah.
Boom. Gets right in front of, hey, we're not doing, No, this dude let him get halfway to the mound before he even did anything.
And they each got a 7-game suspension. They're appealing, but I don't know how you're going to get out of this.
Yeah. 2 things. One, I absolutely love that the Braves manager tackled.
Walt Weiss went straight to him, dude.
Just wrestling move, MMA. Just boom. That guy actually fought. He knows Taekwondo. He knows MMA. He fought MMA.
Walt Weiss is a stud, dude. I loved him as a Brave.
Just like boom, just tackled the guy down to the ground.
Yeah,
and that was his player. He even stood up. He's like, "Hey, man, it's good. It's good." Second thing, who in the heck let Mike Trout even get onto the field? What are you doing? Like, don't let him anywhere near that.
Absolutely not. The guy's made of glass. He's hurt 80% of the time. Why are you letting Mike Trout out there?
We have a healthy season to Mike Trout. What are we doing? Just no. Absolutely no. Mike Trout, if you're not at the bat and you're not in the field,
put him on a leash.
Bubble wrap.
Yeah, put him on a leash. You can't leave the dugout. If there's any altercations, you stay in the dugout.
And probably the biggest puffing your chest in baseball or any major sport ever This is the dumbest thing in baseball. And I would argue to find anybody tell me in any other sport where this a thing that makes absolute less sense than this. When the bullpens come into the game for a fight.
I question it every single time. Like,
what are you guys doing?
First of all, the fight's way over. Like, what are you guys doing?
But by the time you guys get there, the fight's already over and they're trying to start the game. Like, by the time they get out
and now you got to run all the way back across the field.
I'm just like, what do you like? There's nothing that's bigger. Like, you're not going to get into a fight. If you're going to get into a fight, fight the other bullpen where you guys, they both were running together towards the fight.
I was watching.
Like,
yeah, they're like damn near holding hands, skipping across the outfield. Like, hey,
they're all trotting in there. These guys are literally welling on each other. These guys are just
and I love the catchers that have the knee pads on that are even slower.
Yeah.
Like they're always trailing behind.
Like, it's just like, what's the point, guys? It's a little bit of shoving, and then everybody goes back to their corners, back to their dugouts, and it's over.
Yeah.
But no, in baseball, we had the bullpens rush the field too. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, just the dumbest thing ever. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I think there should be a rule in baseball that if your bullpen rushes the field during a fight, you're not allowed to use any more bullpen players. They're all kicked out of the game.
Just for the delay.
Yeah, just because it delays the game and makes no point.
Yeah.
They're all kicked out. None of them can pitch that game. And then you have to finish the game with a position player.
Well, what also slowed the game down was they threw Lopez out.
Yeah.
So now the Braves didn't have anybody in the bullpen. He was throwing a great game. So now they got to warm a pitcher up. So it was like a 6-minute delay while this next pitcher comes in. I think it was Dylan Lee came in and he's trying to throw to get warmed up. Like, what are we doing, guys?
It's so great.
Yeah.
So great. Why are the Braves always involved in some of these good brawls?
Go Braves.
It's always good.
I can say that this year. You can't even sad face me.
If you watch any other baseball content, you know what I always do right there when he says that.
Every time I say go Braves, it's like, blah, blah, blah.
It's a picture of Ozuna, who's not even on your team anymore. And it says eliminated for the play. Sorry, buddy.
It's okay.
It's all good.
Hey, we're looking pretty good this year.
You
I'll
guys are
take
looking
it.
Great. You guys are looking great.
Yeah, and that's without our aces, too.
Yeah, and who knows? As Marcell Ozuna leaves the team, you guys still are performing well. I thought that guy really was like the heart of the team, and they really need to keep that guy.
I think Drake Baldwin has stepped up so much, dude. I mean, National League Rookie of the Year last year. His bat looks great. I mean, he's done a great job catching, and he just comes in and just changes the whole pace, dude. He's playing out of his mind. I love it. Acuna's actually hasn't started great. I think he's only hitting like 167.
It's because he was playing the WBC.
Probably tired, yeah.
His
Needs
best
a little bit of break.
the WBC.
Well, and they just played 12 games in a row.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah, I think it's good. Great, dude. Great fight. Just like Greg Hawkins said right here. Great fight. Absolutely true. Love it. You love to see it. You love to see it. Thanks again for watching, folks. As a reminder, we'd like to encourage you to join the conversation in the comments down below. While you're down there, consider subscribing to Major League DNA if this is the content that you enjoyed. And also smash that like button for your boy AJ right over there.
Do it.